Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC video. I hope you are doing great today. I have an interesting video for you today, a Bitcoin video. We will be analyzing the micro analysis on the daily time frame, and we will analyze also the macro analysis as well. So stick around till the end of the video because it will get very informational for all of you. As always, like, share, and subscribe. It will help out the channel a lot, and I appreciate it a lot as well. With that being said, let's just jump straight to the charts and see what's happening with BTC and try to guide you through the movement that is happening. We talked about earlier in our videos about 1 2 3 4 5 formation. So 1 2 3 potential 4 and then a fifth formation. Now there's some good news and there's some bad news based on the indicators and what I've been reading right now and I've been seeing on the charts. So first of all, let me jump to the macro time frames, like the 3-day chart, because they're very important in helping us understand where we're heading and where we're going. So the 3-day chart on this macro time frame, the 3-day chart is, the indicators are basically telling you that you are bearish. You're not very bullish here. You are, I'm not going to say bearish. I'm going to say you are in a downtrend or a pullback type of scenario. That's number one. So usually, as you can see, I'm going to just show you left what pullbacks look on the 3-day time frame. So pullbacks are characterized into two categories. This is the 3-day time frame being bearish, and you see what happened after, 55% drop. This is the 3-day time frame being bearish, and what happened after is around a 25% drop. Well, basically gradual drop, but a drop. This was the 3-day time frame being bearish for a long time, actually, with divergences forming, but we were bullish in the monthly, so we can just take it from the top of here. So this is around a 50% drop as well. So this is what the 3-day time frame gives you. It either gives you a super drop or it doesn't give you a super drop. It gives you like a mini drop, like a 20%, 25% pullback. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at around 14% pullback. If you're going to assume that this is happening here and assume that this is 25%, so 25% will take you to around 35,000. So basically the bottom of the channel once more, with potential wicks here and there. So that's the bad news. The bad news is that the 3-day time frame is bearish, and you can see what happens during the bearishness of it. Now the good news is that for 3-day being bearish doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have that gradual drop 100%, because if your stock RSI can manage to bounce somewhere similar to here, it bounced here, it bounced, so it basically crossed bullish and flipped, you might have one more bearish divergence upside. And I'm going to say bearish divergence, and by that I mean you potentially might have a higher high but a lower high on the indicators, which will give you a stronger, so basically you're just delaying the super drop, the 25% drop or the 50% drop. Now obviously I don't think there will be a 50% drop now on BTC. It just doesn't make sense. But a drop to the lower ends for worst case scenario around $35,000 or $36,000 is not out of the question. It's because the monthly time frame is the dominant time frame right now, and the monthly time frame is still bearish for BTC. So that's number one. Now there are some positive signs as well other than this, and the fact that we have a potential huge wave 1, huge wave 2 forming is also looking good for Bitcoin. But like I said, we need this bounce or else this is not going to play out. The weekly is in an area where it's still looking undecisive, so it should cross to the upside. The stochastics should cross to the upside and cross above 80 for us to have a confirmed bull trap, maybe towards 55 or 53 or 50K. But till now, this is not the case. So I need this weekly close, this upcoming week to close, and I will check where the stochastic closed by then, and then we will have more clarity. But to be honest, it's looking bearish here. It's not looking bullish. But since it's a week and we need 1 week for it to finalize, I'm going to allow it time to finalize and see what happens after. So for now, just to summarize, that the 3-day time frame is looking pretty bearish. It's not looking very bullish. And usually when this bearishness happens, you get 25% drops. Now I want you to pay attention to the drop. Let me just fix these channels. I want you to pay attention to this drop right here, because we might have a similar scenario to this drop. We might have a similar scenario to this drop where basically we do a drop where this actually took 1, 2, 3-day candles to start. We are currently sitting more than 3-day candles, by the way. So basically, we are now at like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-day candles. But I mean, the price action that is happening here could happen here as well. And this is the case. I will get to the Elliott wave analysis later down. I'm just speaking from an indicator perspective. This could be the case, especially because the daily time frame is bullish. So if the daily time frame decides to give us a buy signal, because it's entering that area of be ready to buy on the daily time frame, and the daily time frame roughly gives you upside for around 5 to 10 days, depending on the strength of the move. And it's reaching those zones basically that, okay, be ready. The buy signal is not there yet, but it's be ready. So if that happens, what most likely will the 3-day will do is you will see this, and you will see 3 or 4 3-day candles printing out like this, maybe take us to the top of the channel around 50K, and then drop us further. And this will finalize our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave formation and give us a pullback on the 3-day chart and the weekly time frame. Okay, and obviously after that I have to analyze again, but I will be expecting the lower end of the channel to be hit at least after this pullback, if not even more, by the way. Not even low, so we could potentially go to low 30s because this is a huge bear flag forming here, as you can see. So bam, 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 bear flag formation, and then a drop. Usually the confirmation of this bear flag playing out is when you lose the bottom end of the channel. So now the bottom end of the channel is coming in around 38K. So if you lose 38 and you start closing 3-day candles under that, 30 is the next target for me, in my personal opinion. I think we will see 30. We will potentially see a bounce on 30, and after that, even slightly lower, by the way. And then after that, I think we will have a nice upside for BTC. Now, whether this upside will take us to the all-time high again or not, I cannot be sure till I check the indicators once more. And remember, my whole idea was, or if you watch my previous videos and you follow me on Twitter, I have posted that we are in a potential ABCDE formation on the daily, an inverted extended flat formation. So you have something that looks like A, B, C, D. Sorry, not A, B, C, D. We have I forgot the count. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, like that. That was the count. And you're forming some type of flag formation here. And obviously, this count has a micro pump here with a drop to this area once more, which I believe this is the case. So I believe that this is what's happening, and I believe this is what's going to happen. Now, whether we're gonna get a 50K drop, which is the best scenario for the Elliott wave, and will validate the Elliott wave count, I can't be sure. Okay, that's number one. The daily time frame, just to show you, the daily is entering that bullishness, bullish buy zone. Obviously, it's not in a bearish area to buy, but there's still no buy signal confirmation. So we need to wait a couple of days more for this buy signal to be developed, basically, and then we start heading up from there. Now, if this is the case, if the daily gives us that buy signal, then our Elliott wave formation will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it will basically give us a truncated 5. So we will go to the top of the channel once more, and then give us a truncated 5 around. I can't be very sure around the date, but most likely before May, or maybe early May. Around that area will be your truncated 5. And then obviously in May, go away, right? Sell in May and go away. So that's I also recommend sell in May and go away, because I think after this fifth wave is finalized. Now like I said, I will probably be waiting for the daily to give me the sell signal. I'm not really an Elliott type trader. I'm an indicator momentum trader. So once the indicators give me that sell signal on the daily time frame, then most likely I'll probably be exiting the market as well and letting May do its thing. Now here on the top of the channel is a truncated fifth, because we didn't really go much higher than that. So we went to 48 and then we went to 49 or 50. It's considered a truncated fifth. If it's a real fifth, it's going to be slightly higher. So maybe towards 55, 56. I see a truncated fifth. I don't see anything else, because the 3-day is bearish. If the 3-day was bullish, I would probably say, okay, we can go up to 55. But because the 3-day is bearish till now, I'll be assuming that this will go to here in the best case scenario. Okay. Now wave 4 obviously could retrace slightly lower towards 0.786 and then move higher. On my Twitter, I did post an ABCD formation, ABCDE formation forming on lower channels. Now it could be an ABC, by the way. It could be it could be like a such. So it could be ABC, and then you break out from here, or it could be an ABCD formation. I don't know where my formations are at. I think they're somewhere, but anyways, they could be it could be like a B C D E, and then E is around 40k, and then you move upwards from here, finalizing your daily time frame by the end of April, and then in May, sell in May, go away. So that is the analysis for now. The macro count of 1, 2, 3, 4 wave formation is still valid in my personal opinion. It will become invalidated. Till now, it's valid, but it will become invalidated obviously if we well technically we already reached, but this is the 4-hour time frame. So let me just see the daily time frame. It will be valid as long as we don't really lose the 618. We stay here, but if we lose the 618, then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave formation becomes invalid, and then most likely what will happen is an ABC drop. So this will be a 5 wave somewhere, and this we have a A, B, and then a C drop, something along those lines. And then this A to B wave will be our daily being bullish, most likely. Now for the micro analysis, micro time frames, the like a 4-hour, so the next day or so, I'm expecting a small upside. Like I said, whether this upside will take us to a B wave and then a C wave, or will it take us to a B and then a D, or will it take us to a fifth wave and then drop after that fifth, truncated fifth? I cannot say for sure. I need the data to validate basically what's happening. For now, if I want to disregard all of the Elliott wave formations that we've been talking about and just base it on the indicators, I would most likely assume that a best case scenario for BTC would be the truncated fifth, whereas the worst case scenario for BTC will be an A, B, C formation. Something similar, so you can know what an ABC looks like, something similar to this here. This is an ABC, perfect ABC formation. So A, B, and then a C. And then you can just zoom out slightly to see the similarities. So this top right here is this top right here. And then the potential lower low that is going to be made around, I don't know, maybe best case scenario 55k. I can tell you 45k or 46k. I can tell you in a second is this top right here. And then you have your C wave. Now your C wave doesn't necessarily need to retrace 1618, so all of that drop, but it could go, like I said, towards 35 or the lower end of the channel. Lower end of the channel is most likely, but losing that lower end will take us to 30. Because like I said, this is a huge bear flag formation forming on these high time frames. It is a bear flag formation, perfect bear flag formation. And for the retrace of B wave, if this is the case, I will just let you know in a second. So assuming this is our A wave, assuming we finalize A wave around 40k, 40.5k, our B wave could take us, let's see this. Let me just reverse these. So assuming, hold up. I need to have a good imagination for this. Trend-based fibs, so... Oh, actually, we don't need the trend-based fibs. We can just do this and this. Let's say, assuming we go here, around 40,600, let's say. If we do go here, because we're not very far off, right? So you can just add plus 1k, 2k to the target. If we do go to this 40,688 region, let's say 40k region, then B wave could take you to around 44 or 45k tops. So it's the golden pocket. Maybe slightly higher to around the hard line of the channel, which is around 46,300, and then you will have a wave formation that looks like this. Bam, bam, and bam. Now, if we do bounce where we are right now, so hopefully consolidating over the next few days, because if we don't consolidate, we're going to drop most likely. But if we do consolidate over the next few days and we bounce from here, which is the golden pocket as well for this huge retracement wave, then most likely you will go towards, again, similar scenario to the heartline of the channel, around 46,500 or $47,000. So you'd go to here, and then you drop to here. Here is key. So $39,000 now is a main support region. You lose $39,000, you're probably gonna go to $30,000, 31,500 to be exact. So low 30s. So yeah, that is my analysis for today. Sorry for the huge analysis, and so much information. I will just summarize quickly and tell you my personal opinion. The 3-day time frame is bearish, so there's more downside to come over the next 20 days or so. But because the daily is bullish, most likely what we will see is, and because the daily is bullish and yet without a confirmation signal yet, so once that confirmation signal is given, most likely we will see a move to the upside. Whether this move will take us to 50K, forming a truncated fifth, or take us to 47K or 45, 46K, depending on where we bottom out, and then dropping after, I can't say for sure. But what I can say for sure, and what's something that I will be doing, is sell in May and go away, because all of the move that I'm talking about will probably be finalized by end of April, early May, around that area. So basically, either a truncated fifth is going to happen from either 40 or 42K. That's where the move is going to start to the upside. Or we're going to have a ABC formation where basically we will form a lower high. So something as such, ABC. Okay? ABC. So it's that either this or this. If we form a truncated fifth, then our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave formation is valid. It's just a truncated fifth. If we don't form a truncated fifth and that daily time frame gives us a sell signal and we're sitting around 47,000, then most likely we're going to drop from there, because that's an ABC formation forming. So and obviously if we're going to go higher than a truncated fifth, obviously I would prefer at least a 3-day candle close above the channel, clearly above the channel. So a 3-day candle close around 50K will most likely tell us that we are going towards the 55, 53K region. So these are the scenarios. These are the levels of validation and invalidation. For now, honestly, it's looking like it's going to go down towards 40K and then bounce at the hard line of the channel and start our daily move from there. Obviously, on the micro time frame, like the 4-hour, we might have a small so we already have an A, B, C, D. We might have a small D and then an E, and then after the E is finalized, we will move to the upside. This ABCD formation that I talked about is on my Twitter, by the way. So do follow me on Twitter. I do post a lot of educational material there as well. And if you want to be more involved in TA and more involved with me, you can follow me or join my private paid Discord. A link for both Twitter and my private Telegram in the description below if you want to answer, or if you want to ask me anything regarding those two things, or if you want to follow me on Twitter. But on Twitter, I did post that we are having a ABCDE formation, in my opinion. So basically, A, B, C, no, it's a, sorry, A, B, C, D, E formation, so something along those lines. And since the 4-hour is giving me a bullish signal, so that D wave could take us to around this area, maybe 44, 43, 5, and then drop again, finalizing the ABCDE, and then giving that daily a bullish signal to buy, bouncing us up, hopefully giving us a truncated fifth. But I cannot see it right now, especially because the 3-day time frame is bearish. So either a truncated fifth or a B wave formation towards $47,000, and then a drop, and then finalizing that C wave. Hopefully, like I said, this will hold. If it doesn't hold and we start to close 3-day candles below this, because that's the most effective and efficient way to understand where this is going, then most likely 30K or 31.5 to be exact is the next target in my list, or in my personal opinion. So that is it for today, guys. Sorry for so much information. Thank you for watching and sticking around to the end of the video, and thank you for your shares, subscribes, and your likes. It does help the channel out a lot, and I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I hope you enjoy the weeks ahead and the weekends ahead. Have fun with your family, stay safe, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye, guys.